Hey, and welcome back to the SkyoöD-Vu P.O.V show. I'm here in my office right now, or the studio, as you may have heard me refer to it. It's a bit of a mess. I don't want to show too much of it. But I'll do a little update on my daily driver, which is an Audi A3 2001 with a 1.8 turbocharged engine in it. And also a little bit of update news on my Audi A6 project car. Not so much the vehicle itself, but well, I'll get to that in a second. Also wanted to mention briefly, did end up finally getting to watch the race. The Formula 1 race was awesome. It was really fun. Max Verstappen absolutely blew me away with his ability to come from 20th position all the way up. I think he finished 11th, or did he finish in the points? Oh, terrible that I don't know that information, but nonetheless, it was really impressive to see how he cut through that field after getting punished and being put to the back of the field because he put his car into the wall in qualifying. So maybe he learned a lesson, maybe he will think a little bit more, but we'll see. Max is always good for a surprise. Kudos to Danny Ricciardo, amazing run, even with a defective engine or defective MGKU, I think, power unit, that the battery wasn't charged, probably giving him the boost that he needed. Amazing, he was able to stave Sebastian Vettel off for most of the race, even though Ferrari attempted an undercut on him in reaction to an overcut from, or as an overcut reaction to Hamilton and Mercedes, and Hamilton was just like nowhere. I mean, he just like struggled. I guess you can tell he gets really frustrated if the car's not running right, and so all it was the most race seemed like it was just him chatting the entire time, or screaming into the radio to his pit crew like, well, you know, got to do something about the tires, got to do something about the tires. So interesting race. Definitely looking forward to the next one. Wished I could have gone. I actually did have the pleasure of going to the race in 2002. Yeah, 26 May 2002. There's the ticket from Monte Carlo. It was pretty awesome. So one of those great experiences. A few great experiences in motorsports I've enjoyed, and look forward to some more, hopefully, with the ability of this channel. So real quick here, we have some aluminum wheels. These are the 17 by 7.5 alloy wheels that come standard on the US spec 2003 Audi A6, my project car. I only have 3 of them, not the original boxes, but the wheels are in pretty bad condition. But I've posted them up on my blog, so I'm probably gonna try to stay local as far as sales go, because I really don't want to have to deal with paying to ship the darn things all the way back to outside of Germany. It's just, I don't want to spend money to make money. It basically won't make no money at all. But if just you're curious or interested in them, you can check them out on my blog. So head outside real quick here. A little cool wall of posters and stuff, old Porsche stuff. And I got some more Porsche artwork. Yeah, Porsche fan if you haven't figured it out. So head on out here to the backyard, cut through the garage. There's my, there's the old mountain bike in Orbea. Carbon frame, nice and light. Fat guys like me, helps me get a little bit more motivated in doing the mountain bike and get in a little bit better shape. So what I wanted to discuss about here, as far as parts go, these are all posted on my blogspot as well and my Facebook page. But I don't want to really get Facebook involved too much with this podcast, or blog. Anyways, so inherited from the purchase of the eBay Audi A6, had several sets of wheels. These here are some Mandris Mannheims, set of 4 17-inch wheels. Mandris basically designs engines, or rather designs wheels mainly for Mercedes. And I guess the previous owners thought they looked good and they actually fit on the A6. So that's what he opted for. I'm getting rid of them. Those are also available for sale, or to see view that I'm selling them on my blog as well at SkyoöD-Vu P.O.V at Blogger. Then we have what he was running as the summer wheel, running Hancocks. These are Enzo alloys. I don't know if they're available in the States. Nonetheless, got 4 of those. Tires are in pretty good shape, but the goal for the A6 is basically to do OEM plus. I'm trying to stick with OEMs, and so in that case, the latest update or acquisition I have is some S-Line 17 Audi alloy wheels. So these will fit the A6 as well, made by BBS for Audi. Very cool looking wheel. They're a little scratched up and scuffed up, but I'm going to polish them. Well, not polish them, I'm going to sand them down a little bit just to get the surface a little rougher. And then I'm going to go with black paint for those and use them as a winter alloy. The only question I have, and maybe if you guys want to comment on it, what do you think is going to look better? A gloss back, a satin black, or a matte black? I had matte black steel or alloy wheels rather on Project Bora, which I haven't really discussed yet, but will be in a future video, and I briefly mentioned it on my blog when in conjunction with selling parts, because I'm also selling some wheels there too. So actually I got the storage shed right here, and we'll open that up, and in here we've got, right down here, we have some Long Beaches from VW Jetta 4, or Bora as it's called here in Germany, as well as some 15-inch hubcaps, and all that stuff has gone for sale on RamstedYardSales.com or Buku. I think it's Buku.com. Yeah, they're the ones who sponsor it. So anyways, those are for sale as well. Just trying to clear out my area so it doesn't look like a complete garbage dump storage section. I got my Kenwood banner here from my Kenwood days, and I even worked for Samsung at one time, so I got a Samsung banner there as well. This is kind of cool. We had an old car audio display board, and so what I did was, it was going to get trashed. I asked if I could keep some of the parts, and they said sure. So from the top, at top of the car demo board was this backlit Kenwood logo, so a light box basically. So I basically bolted some lights to light up the workbench, which is basically just a storage bench now. I know, shame on me, what a dump. Anyways, that's another thing I gotta do, but oh well. And then I got a power strip put up here, and the power strip charges all that. So I got the nice lit up Kenwood logo, which is kind of cool. And then I've also got the set of spotlights for the workbench, which is not a workbench. Anyways, so we'll turn that off. And then we'll go back out through the garage here to the front of the house, and I'll give you a quick tour of my daily driver, which is a Euro spec 2001 Audi A3 internal 8L model is the model number. So the seats are pretty messy, they're pretty dirty. I have to go to Ammo NYC and take a look and see what kind of tips he can give me on getting the upholstery clean. It does look like crap, but decent automatic stick, plenty of power and torque to handle it. So fun little car to drive, not very sporty. I mean, it's sporty as far as performance and engine goes. Suspension is a little more on the luxury side. Seats are really nice, sporty seats. So I'm really happy with that. Trunk space is pretty cool. Pretty big hatch, fold down the seats. I've been hauling a lot of crap with it, as you can see, its backs are messed up, hauling tires and stuff like that. So the red T indicates the more horsepower. It's 132 kW, I think. 132 kW, or is it? Shoot, I'll have to look inside. I made a little Kenwood dummy license plate. Covered it with a sticker. And yeah, this is my daily bone. It drives pretty good. That's 16-inch alloy wheels, standard summer tires. Did a little logo thing for the front license plate. Kind of dark green metallic. So, back in. It's now about midnight here. Just realized I'm in the process of editing the video to post, and I realized that some of the audio is not so great in the last portion when I do the walk around of my daily driver, so I apologize for that. Also a little bit of self-conscious about talking into the camera, or basically have people think I'm just talking to myself. At least that's probably what it might have looked like. Anyways, so that's kind of why I was a little subdued in my broadcasting in my voice. Yeah, so probably the one thing I wanted to carry over, where I was not sure if that was one of the things I mentioned, was the horsepower of the car. It is a 4-cylinder, 1.8 liter, 5 valves, so a total of 20 valves on the engine or on the head, and rated at 130 kilowatts, which I really don't like that term, but that's the new fangled Euro type thing doing. I know the guys at Mighty Car Mods always quote that, so it's an Australia thing too, I guess. Still more of a horsepower guy, so basically 132 kilowatts translates into roughly about 177 horsepower, which for a little car like that is pretty good. Gets me where I need to go, point A to point B, pretty fast. Cruises real nicely to between 160 180 on the Autobahn. Can cruise all day with that. So great little car to drive. I'm very happy with it. I'd like to do some more with it. I really would like to lower it a couple inches. And maybe if I could find some S-line alloy wheels like I had for the Audi A6 project, but in 4-lug pattern that would fit this vehicle. Those would be sort of like just mild OEM plus upgrades. It's kind of what I'm into now. I mean, I like the wild stuff from Rauwelt with the big, and then Liberty Walk with the big wheel arch extensions and wings and stuff. It's very cool too. Speaks to the 16-year-old in me. But for a daily driver, don't want to get too crazy, so that's sort of where my sight is set. If I can get some money saved up, and maybe make some of the money that I earn off the A6 project car, use that towards pimping out the A3 a little bit. So, but that's pretty much it for it. So, you know, I hope you enjoyed the show. Bear with me again. Still learning how to do this. Hope you guys are at least having fun with it. If you have any comments, you know, put them down there below. I haven't quite figured that part out yet, though. Tried to look to see if any comments been made, and I saw that I had 10 followers, so that's cool, I guess. Baby steps. But anyways, that's it for tonight. So if you like what you saw, hit that subscription button, and we'll see you next time.